Hello everybody and welcome to FQ Wrestling. We're live for round 9, tonight's Miami Grand Prix. I'm joined by the one and only Simi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you, mate. Yourself?
I'm a bit rough, but we'll get through this. You are going to have to carry me like I've never been carried before. I've got a case of the man flu, so, you know, it's not the best, is it? Have I lost Simi?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Hello.
okay. Oh, very good. Oh, I thought I lost you.
So sorry. Yeah, kind of distracted at the moment. Hello, everyone.
Well, tonight's Miami Grand Prix. Now, we were meant to be having a bit of a week off this week, but due to next week's Dakota Grand Prix, we've now moved our week off to next week. Is that
Exactly.
right? I'm right
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Mid-season break will be next week because of, as you say, the Formula One. It would clash otherwise.
Yes, it would. Which, I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? You know, you have your week off here, you have your week off there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, true. Just to let you know, sorry to butt in. We're going to restart the lobby because, someone accidentally got banned. So, just going to restart the lobby quickly before we get started.
Somebody accidentally got banned.
Yes, golf maniac. Too much of a maniac.
I mean, okay. So we'll leave the session then.
Yeah.
That gives us, I guess, more time to have a quick chat about what's going on. So Miami, are you fond of the track? Judging by the polls, I'm saying no.
I don't mind. So I was just responding to a message. Yeah, I don't mind Miami that much. So
Have you had a lot of practice on it?
A bit, yeah. Yes. I don't mind. I particularly like the really long straight towards the end of the lap after the chicane, or the really tight chicane.
Yeah.
Have we done 2 races for it before on Simcade, or was it just the one?
I think we did a pre-season beginning of last season, didn't we, when we checked out the new game when it first got released. Yep. And then I think we did one league race. Well, you did. I probably wouldn't have. I'd have probably commentated that. I do remember it being a bit of a chaotic ending, if I remember rightly. It was the photo finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, that rings a bell. Yes. Yeah. Very tight finish.
And then I don't. Well, obviously this is FQ's first time here. I have been keeping an eye out some of the times that they've been doing and some of the practice lobbies that have been very busy preparing for. So everybody should be, in theory, well prepared for this, which is good. But Miami can throw up a lot of different scenarios, different things, because obviously we might not really have the weather to play for here, but we'll definitely have incidents. It's a tight track, street track, walls everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of runoff areas, so yeah, there's probably going to be a few people smacking into a wall, even if it's slightly accidental.
Hopefully not. Fingers crossed there won't be too much of that. But
I don't know. I'm under the impression that there's definitely going to be a accidental tap of the wall somewhere.
Yeah,
that's definitely going to happen. But as it comes to contact, there's not a lot. It's not very wide here. It's technical, twisty. Chicanes and hairpins, and so yeah, it's definitely going to be a test of drivers, this.
Oh, it really will be, yeah. Not quite Monaco level of a test, but yeah.
No.
Just nonetheless. Looking forward to it, though.
Definitely not Monaco level of technicality, but it's definitely up there, I would say.
For sure, yep.
You've got the that tight little chicane before, and then you go underneath the bridge before the long straight as well.
Yep.
And the pit exit and entry is so weird here. Like the exit comes into turn 1, directly into, well, after turn 1, isn't it? It's directly after turn 1. And the entry is like you're turning left, but then the pit lane entry is like a right to curve as well. So it's all very confusing. Also,
I seem to recall the pit exit on this track. You can get really loose if you overdo it on the throttle. In fact, I think we've even had someone DNF exiting the pits before.
Probably doesn't surprise me.
Previously on this.
Just a quick one, if anybody does want to check out somebody else that's streaming, I think Golf is streaming, and probably a few of the other lads as well. I would suspect that if he's in for next thing, yes he is, he'll be streaming.
Lovely stuff.
More than likely, so check out that if you want as well. Yeah.
We're just getting the people back in again now.
Yeah, I think we've got a few people to select the car, and they're aware. I know we didn't have a full grid because, again, it's meant to be week off, so I think people book things around what's going on. Well, I'll tell you what we can do then whilst we're waiting. We'll quickly run through the Drivers' Championship, shall we? Because
sure, yep.
Seymour did take another step towards the top end of the table with 102 points last time out, and Toby bringing up second place with 95 with ADX as well with 91 points. And then for Nexi, these guys are the front runners. These 4 are the front runners who are pushing themselves. 82 because he missed the first race, did he? If I remember right, the first couple of races. So he has creeped up on points. And Ekoi taking the lead with the McLarens as well on 37 points. And then the rest sort of in the mid-20s, mid-30s, as you can see. Ange Hamid on 15. Henriksen as well, down with 14. And then at the bottom is Cads in the Ferrari, down with 5 points. I'm guessing just very unlucky. So that is the drivers. And then the constructors sort of looks pretty much the same, with Williams and Haas leading the way, 134, 120. Mercedes on 105, and then 95 for the Astons. And the 2 Alfa Romeo and McLarens, that's looking like a tasty battle for the supremacy. Hello, Phoenixy. And Milik, hello, how are you? Come on, Williams. Yeah, you see everybody, Malik, everybody's looking for the Williams are the ones that are pushing the rest of the drivers along. Really? Are you in, Timmy?
I am in, yep.
Okay, there we go. I think we
I'm in the spectate anyway.
Get this lobby going.
Right, let's see, Malay.
Oh, he's not. For next, he's not streaming. He's recording all for his video. Yes, so do check out the video that'll be coming tomorrow. Either tomorrow, whenever he gets it done. So check out that. Yeah, because he usually just gets the very good videos, his recaps.
Loved his reaction to winning last week.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It was a very big push for the championship battle that's going on. The top boys here are leading the way, and they're pushing each other, which is good. Nobody's walking away with it completely.
Absolutely. We're just sorting out the teams quickly, so...
Yeah, you have Discord open, don't you?
I do indeed, yep. Almost done.
And then we'll get underway. Have we got anybody new this week? I don't think we do we? I think everybody is usual suspects. Defo Not Cows is back to Defo Not Cows.
Yeah, not Andrew, something random.
Which is good.
Yeah, not new, but Cole McCabe missed some races. He's back now. So I think Ryan Reynolds missed one of the races.
Yep.
So, yep. He's back as well.
Right, so
no actual new faces this week.
Ones to look out for you, Simo, Finexi. Melee has been one to look out for, as well as Mentos. Definitely watch out for them. Notable is another one that you want to be watching for.
Ardaz impressed as well, didn't he? Last week.
Definitely, yeah. And Nick Furyman got your driver of the day last week, didn't he?
He did, yep.
Because of his wonderful strategy.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he had a blooming good race.
so let's hope we can bring that momentum and keep it going. Hello, Mikey. How are you?
Hey, Mikey, welcome in.
Yeah, it is a little bit late racing tonight, but it's worth it, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so I didn't say hello to Finexi and Malik Maloney in the chat as well.
Yep, they're here.
Hello.
Hello, they're in the chat. I really shouldn't try my accents when I'm ill. In fact, I probably shouldn't try them at all whatsoever. Probably not very nice, is it?
Uh,
Right, let's try qualifying again then, shall we?
yes, let's. Yeah, everyone's in now. Almost.
Yeah,
Another one returning. It's Godly X. He missed a race or two, I think. So
Yes, indeed.
I think Skip is missing this week.
Callum, hello, how are you? With a smiley face as well. Very upbeat. At least one of us is here.
Hey, Callum.
I mean, I'm upbeat for some great racing, but I'm not upbeat with life right now. Nice backdrop of the Miami Dolphin Stadium as well here. It is such a wonderful backdrop, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is, definitely.
You couldn't really ask for much more when it comes to backdrops, could you?
I think Las Vegas looks really good with the backdrop.
Well, we were there last week, and all I can say is it's very spectacular.
Yeah, it really is. A couple of people going out early. Red Bull, Williams. So Simo's heading straight out. Simo will be a man to watch. Apparently, there's rain scheduled at some point.
In qualifying or in the race?
We'll see. I'll ask ADX. ADX said rain in the Discord, so.
Callum is Ecoy. Yes, we do.
He's our weatherman today.
Oh, very nice to have a weatherman and an informant on the grid, which is nice.
Oh, he is typing ADX.
I'm just on board with Simo. He's one of the first ones. I think he is the first one out of the pits to. So he will be setting the pace.
What's the Italian for eager beaver? I'll have to Google that later.
I wouldn't even like to know. Your knowledge of foreign languages is far superior than mine. So I will let you Google that one.
Yeah. Or maybe it doesn't even translate. Oh, in the rain in the race, apparently.
In the race? Oh, interesting. Don't really get much. I'm there in the description trying to go the heat of Miami, and it goes and rains.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Couldn't have predicted it even if we tried, could you?
Nope. Let's see. Italian. I'm actually checking now.
There we go. We're just going through the wonderful chicane section, then going underneath the bridge. Because this is set next to the highway and in a car park for the Miami Dolphin Stadium. So this is it's a spectacular track, and as you can see, people just standing on the road as they do.
Yeah, exactly. Eager beaver is in Italian Castoro desideroso.
Simo, if you're listening, there you go. That's what you are. And if it was some rude gesture,
I apologise.
Yeah, I'm not apologising for Simi, but yeah, apologise. I'm sure he'll apologise on Google. Naughty Google. Here we go. Simo gets us underway for qualifying, and he just the way that he drives, it's just electric, isn't it? He just looks fast, even though he might be going slow.
And very smooth as well.
Yes, definitely.
Smooth driver and very respectful driver as well. Gives people room, and I've never seen any like bad, nasty battles with him.
No, and he always looks like he has that Williams under control. I don't think I've ever really seen him have a slip up, or I might be incorrect as he goes purple in the first sector. I might be incorrect, and we might see him going sideways somewhere, but he just looks
curse, isn't it?
He just looks on rails.
Yeah. And Finexi is obviously another one to watch. Whether we're going to see me over Finexi at the front battling it out.
Yeah, well, we'll just stay on board with Simo, and then hopefully when he finishes his lap, we'll see as he comes across into the second sector. There goes purple, middle sector. And then we'll jump on board with, after that, Phoenix's probably going to be, I think he's in the middle of the pack, just coming down the main straight now. Oh, the back straight, whatever it is. So, last couple of corners for Seymour. Can he keep it nice and clean and tidy? Good exit out of the last 2 corners as he sweeps right and hits the line. And he crosses the line with a 127.889, and that does set the pace. Let's see. Oh, there's a car around. Or is it off track? Is Ardaz. Oh, he was on his outlap. He was letting people through. So Phoenix is coming through the corner. Hit a bit of traffic, and they're going side by side in the Ferrari here, which is not what you need to be doing. And that puts him P3 with a 128.308, which is, about 3 or 4 tenths off the pace, which is not what you need. But he was battling with a Ferrari.
Yeah, they were both on a flying lap, and I think they should have really just spread out a bit more. Yeah, it was with Rob. Yep. So they should have given themselves more of a gap.
Bit of room. Rob impressed on his debut. Had a bit of a struggle last week, but hopefully back for something better this week.
Yes, fingers crossed. Yeah. Malay currently second fastest, 128.2.
Yeah, it seems to be the benchmark that Seymour set, I think, is pretty high. But we didn't see anybody really able to progress due to quite a lot of traffic. With this being such a big track, you wouldn't expect the traffic. I know the lap times are quite short, but that is because of the long straight. But yeah, I wasn't expecting everybody to be so compact, as we're just waiting for Mentos coming through the last couple of corners now. It's a bit wide there, manages to get away with it as he goes flying through the chicane. And down the back straight, can he put in a commanding time, as we see Golf going to P5 with a 128.9. That's a good time there. And Ecoy, and again it's Godley. So the 2 McLarens again line astern, aren't they? 6th and 7th, only a 10th between them, which is impressive. We're just watching Mentos as he goes into the pits. Yep. Oh, massive lock up there as he goes into the pits. Probably won't be using them tyres again.
Yeah.
Hello ADX, sup? How are we?
Hello ADX, yep.
Motorsports got the fastest first sector out of anybody, as he takes that Aston Martin down the first of 3 straights around here. Through the little wiggly sector. This, to me, it almost has a Monaco feeling to it, this bit of the the way that it flows, and then the chicane as he gets purple middle sector as well. So the man is really on a push here, as an Autobot. I hope he can keep it nailed for the last the straight in the last sector. Setup here is very important. You don't want to be running too much of a straight line speed, because it is still tricky, is this track.
Yep, so it certainly is.
I think there is a fine line. Are we going to see Autobot does, of course, take provisional pole with a 127.583, and everybody else in the pit. So he managed to find a bit of clean track.
He did, yeah, as Kaz is in the latter part of his lap. Defo not Kaz. Just a bit off the pace, yeah, 130.2, yeah. He invalidated it anyway.
On outlaps is Ardaz Mentos. They are going for their second run. Guys, just a quick rundown of, if you are new around here, where we are FQ Racing League. We are new to the racing online racing circuits. No, not on the circuits. The YouTube, where they've got there's a brand new YouTube channel. But
whatever.
These guys are experienced. So what you are going to witness today is the best of what FQ Racing League has to offer, and some of these boys are esports fast, so you want to be watching out for these guys, especially at the top. They will be very, very close. Trust me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Definitely, yep.
So if you are new here, don't forget to give us a sub and a thumbs up if you like what you are seeing. It does help.
Yep, please do. There's Kaz. I'm from my POV, I'm on board with Kaz.
Yeah, I got purple middle sector, but I'm not sure if that's a game glitch, but we'll see as we cross the line. It's got a couple of corners left to go. Hard braking at the end of the straight. And the end of the straight, if I remember rightly, from driving this myself, you've got to nail this traction zone coming out of it because the exit is important.
Yeah.
Definitely not Kaz goes fifth fastest, yeah, with a 128.7. Lance just behind, and the difference between Lance and Golf is marginal, to say the least.
Yeah, that's right. As Golf in the Williams today, he's on an outlap. Lance, Malay, Simo, quite a few of them on an outlap. Hopefully they can all keep spread out from one another.
Yeah, as Ardaz has just posted the fastest first sector.
Yeah, Mentos had a moment there. I think he had a little spin. Don't think he picked up damage though, but
fallen victim to Miami already. I did say that some people would struggle around here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, as Ardaz doesn't half skip over the chicane, the second curve on the chicane, but does post the purple middle sector as we come down the back straight. We've got a couple of cars on the left-hand side getting out of the way. The Ferrari of Rob, I believe. We only have one Ferrari on the track, so yeah, it's Rob.
Yeah, yep.
Getting well and truly out of the way. Last couple of corners crosses the line. Ardaz was going to put him P2, the 127.817. So again, yeah, the grid is getting compact up at the front. Oh, as Ardaz getting sneaky there with that Ferrari.
Yes, yep. Just yellow flags of people getting out of the way at the moment. Simo is on a flying lap right now. Slightly up on his previous lap time in Sector 1.
Yeah, just looking at Mentos again as found himself going away from the track limits, so will not have a valid lap as of yet with 6 minutes 58 seconds left. Was just on board with the AlphaTauri of Ryan Reynolds. Can we see him improve as he is skipping all over the show, so he must have some connection issues there. Don't forget, obviously, next week we are on a break, so you won't be seeing us next week. But then again, exactly. We said that last week, and that here we are now.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it was the right call because of the real life F1.
Yes,
it would have been clashes. This team got a bit loose. It's into the final corner. Improves those.
Scraping the wall there is Ryan Reynolds.
Oof. Yep, Simo's moved up a place, so it goes P2, 127.732. Yeah,
P15 for Ryan. And who else have we got that's on a lap with 5 minutes to go? Lance
is improved a fair bit. Sector 1 he's up on his previous lap time.
We'll go on board with him to see how he improves in the middle sector as well. He's got a purple middle sector, and the two cars in front of him kindly getting out of the way. The Mercedes just about before he gets to the end of the straight. Hard braking into this next left-hander. Make sure you pick where you're going to pick up the accelerator nice and early. Short shift up. Couple of corners left. Crosses the line. Can he improve on P9? He can. P5, the 128.2. Nice. Again, marginal between Nick Fuhrman. These times are close.
They are, and yeah, that man Nick Fuhrman finished P4 last week. Sitting P4 currently in quali. He'll be happy with P4, I think.
Is he the man that's going to pick up fourth place for the rest of the season?
Yeah, like nailed on certainty. P4 man. Yep.
P4 man. Did you hear the news of the ultimatum that Red Bull had given Sergio Perez? As we're just seeing, Ardaz 2/10 down.
No, I hadn't actually.
No, apparently if he loses second place in the Drivers' Championship, that's it.
Oh.
You're out of there.
It's blooming difficult being a teammate for Max, though. Blimey.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as being a teammate for Simo.
Well, yeah, true. As Ecoy, currently, I think he's up on his previous lap time. He's in Sector 2 currently. He's used most of his battery, though.
But the man that is Seymour's teammate this weekend is Golf, and I don't think he's doing too much a bad job for the standing Williams driver.
Yeah, sitting P8 at the minute. I don't know if he's going to settle with P8 or whether he'll go out for another quali lap.
We'll keep an eye on his on. Yeah, I'm just on board with Ecoy at the moment, coming around the last corner. Across the line, does he improve? He improves, but does not improve his position, because definitely not Kaz's time was a tenth faster.
Yeah, he lost time in Sector 3. He was doing pretty well in Sector 1 and 2, so yeah, he lost some time somewhere in Sector 3.
Yeah, people that really need to improve here, Mentos needs to get a time on the board, 100%. I'd like to see better from Rob.
Yeah, he's not in the right position, I'd say.
No.
Finexi, absolutely.
Yeah, Finexi, definitely an improvement. But again, hasn't set a lap since the first banker lap, so maybe I suspect that he was just on track now on an out lap. After the traffic, saving a set of softs seems to be the way to go for these lads. So we're just watching It's Godly. Let's see if he's up or down this time when he comes up to the end of the first sector. Can he improve? He's just about to cross the sector line. Can he? Where is the sector line? That must be further down. Is it near the end of the straight here?
Not sure.
Maybe he already went through the sector lines before the DRS on. My bad. No, he's been through it. So I didn't see his sector time, but he's about to hit the second sector as he whips through the chicane, hops over the massive sausage curb, and hits the sector time board. And is he up? Slightly. Wow. Hundredths of a second. 300ths of a second up. He needs to nail this third sector to get anywhere nearer his teammate. To jump Anj Hamid a tenth he needs.
And I'm just on board my end with Big Boris. He's in Sector 3, down in 15th right now. Can he improve?
Yeah, It's Godly crosses the line, does not improve. He lost 3/10 in the last sector, so yeah, that's not impressive. Not what he needs.
Big Boris does slightly improve, moves up to P12. Got a few people on an outlap here. Current top 7 in quali, they're all on an outlap, so this is going to be pretty hectic.
Yeah, blast for pole here at Miami for these guys. Just watching on board with Defo Not Cars, who's another one that really would like to improve. Invalidation there for Defo Not Cars.
I'm going to try and get some puns in, but not Miami Vice, but Miami Dice position.
No, that's poor, that.
Yeah.
Try again, Sonny.
Yeah. I'll let you come up with some, huh?
Up 2/10 in the first sector. What's what he needs? He needs to be up, and up.
Exactly.
That was 3/10, 3 sectors. You like that? Up, and up.
Lance is half a second up in Sector 1, so...
We need to keep an eye on Lance. We'll jump on board with him after we finish with Finexi. Definitely.
Yep, sure.
We need to see some improvement here as he comes along the back straight. He is 9/10 up. This is looking fast as Melee picks up a 5-second grid pace penalty for a collision with Big Boris. Neither of them needed that. So down the main straight, picks the braking point here. Does Finexi into the last couple of corners, picks the traction out of the corner, and he's going to cross the line. Where's this going to put him? Pole by 4/10. Wow. And let's get on board with Lance. Like I said, who's improving by up towards half a second as he skips over the chicane. Let's see where he is when he hits the second sector board. He's lost all of that time.
Yeah. That's a shame, because he was absolutely flying, but we
need to keep an eye on Seymour, because Seymour's the one that is going very slow. Have we seen Seymour abandon the lap?
Yeah, I think so.
We have got Naughtabolt, who is still on a lap. It's coming down the back straight. Yeah, Seymour's retired from the session.
Oh, yeah. So
Not happy with his second attempt. Or third attempt. Second attempt.
yep.
Into the last two corners for Naughtabolt. Can he improve on his time and try and still... No, he goes into the pits. Commentator's curse there. How about Ardaz? Can Ardaz do it? Improvements. Can we move up the grid? If he gets into 10th, he jumps Seymour.
He's got traffic.
Oh, so close to that wall.
Oof.
Getting the dirty air from that McLaren. Is it going to improve? He is, and does go into P2. And Melee finishes qualifying in P7 as well. Last one to finish. So, a very compact top 6, but a very, very tough qualifying there for people at the bottom. People like Rob definitely struggled there and not happy with their qualifying times. Finexi pulled it out of the bag after a very difficult qualifying there. I'll just run through the grid as well. It seems that there's been a bit of a glitch with the tyre selection for Ekoi. But never mind on that one. So running through the grid, taking pole position for the Miami Grand Prix is Finexi, followed by Ardaz. And Naughtabolt taking P3 with Seymour struggling definitely there as Banners his last lap half a second off. P5 for Lance with Mentos, Melee, Nick Furyman, Golf and Defo Not Cars rounding up the top 10 with Ekoi, Anj Hamid, Boris, It's Godly, Rob, Cole and Ryan Reynolds rounding up the rest of the grid of 17. Yeah, I know, Malik, I know, Melee, I think he has got the penalty as well, which is, again, not what he was looking for. So we'll just wait for the lobby to reset itself.
Yep.
And it is raining. And it is not raining, it's absolutely chucking it down. So it looks to me like this is going to be definitely a wet race, which is not what the boys wanted. Not what they wanted. But again, it does mean that some of the people in the mid to lower end of the grid can get the way up, because these changing sort of scenarios here do bring up some great tyre strategies, as we saw in Brazil with Lance, who was quite unfortunate to get taken out, but did pull out a strategy masterclass. So could we see another one of those?
Yeah, well, I don't know if the whole race is forecasted for rain, or maybe it'll brighten up a bit later. But
well, if we can have
this
a bit
is going to spice things up. Yeah, we need a bit of
insider knowledge, and it looks to me like it's the intermediate tyres on all of the cars. I'll just run quickly and check.
Yes,
yes, it is.
Yeah.
So intermediates for everybody.
Righto.
So that one has settled that one then.
Yep. So hopefully the game will tell us when we're going to get some dry weather.
Yeah, well, it'll come up with a tyre strategy. So if it is due to dry out, then it will obviously set it a tyre strat to intermediates, and then a dry set. And if it's due to carrying rain, and then it looks like intermediates. But it does not look currently like it's going to dry out, as Mentos has left the session.
Okay, I'll drop him an invite.
And Rob was disqualified.
He must have made contact. Actually, it would have DNF'd someone else or disqualified someone else if he'd made contact, I think.
Anyway, it's all in the formation lot, so it's not much like it can do. Don't forget, we will be taking votes for driver of the day, so get them in. Simi loves counting, so don't forget to get them in. This is one of his favourite things, is counting. But be careful,
Yeah, right.
He's only got 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. He gets lost after that.
Don't know about that, but thank you.
It's alright. Anytime, Simi.
Unbelievable.
I know. I wonder how Jeff's doing.
And it's a PG stream, so I can't.
No, you can't. Well, you can, because it's not suitable for children, so you can, but I'd appreciate you not doing it. Then it just brings my reputation down, because I think I said one
reputation?
Well, I think I said one swear word in like my whole time commentating.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a rubbish swear word. Not even worth mentioning. As the tyre prep for the Grand Prix is coming to an end, and Finexi is going to round up the grid as Mentos is back in just before the start.
Yeah, I was just sorting out an invite for him again.
Right, goes through Rob.
Just before we get underway, who's your pick to win?
I think Finexi, if he can keep it nice and clean and keep it away from Ardaz and Noltebot in the first couple of corners, I think he'll command this one. That's my personal take on as melee. There's quite a few disqualifications there.
Yeah, it's the wet weather, isn't it? My tip, I'm gonna go a bit left field. I'll say Ardaz.
Nice. I believe we are ready for the start of the Grand Prix. And there we go, we've got some lights.
We have.
And we are away for the Miami Grand Prix, and it looks like everybody on them intermediate tyres gets a great start. And Finexi definitely is away from the field. There is a bit of touching and tapping in the back, but it looks to me like it's clean-ish throughout. We've lost Ekoi, has dropped down a couple of places, and Mentos and Golf. Oh, we have a few. I don't know if we can see. Yeah, Golf down in last. Ekoi, we got yellow flags. Is that a safety car? Or is that not? It's a virtual safety car.
Yeah, Mentos has lost his front wing. I think Golf might have picked up some minor damage.
Do we have a virtual safety car?
We do.
As we are reduced to 40%. Hello, Rexler. That was a really useless impeding.
Mentos must be kicking himself though. Dropped down 10 places. Malay made up 4. It's Godley made 4 places. Rob and Cole.
Yeah, there we go. So just on the tyre strategy, and it looks like it's intermediates all the way through. So rain forecast in Miami, and let's hopefully get. I've got a feeling that the virtual safety car is going to disappear as soon as Finexi hits this straight.
Yeah,
because it seems like he's backing, unintentionally backing them up, because he's going to be vulnerable, and which is not what he needs.
No, that's right.
But the reducing of 40%, have they got the message? There they are, they're away. Finexi is immediately under attack from Ardaz, and it looks like, is he going to try up the inside? No, he's not. He's just going to sit tight behind him. Oh, deep! Finexi's deep and he's sideways.
Oh.
There was contact there with Ardaz, but I think they might have got away with it. Noltebot is under pressure from Simo, and the cross line for the end of the second lap. And Ardaz again, is he going to try up the inside? They're going to go side by side into turn 1 in squeezing each other off track. Are they giving each other enough room? They are only just about, and Finexi drops down into second with everybody else jostling for position behind him as Nick Fuhrman finds himself up into P4. Mr. P4 is in
Mr.
P4.
P4 in P4, yeah.
Yep.
That's his new nickname, yeah. Mr.
And
P4.
Rob has made a place up into P10 as well. And in the back, Ryan Reynolds has just got past Cole. See, I did tell you, these guys in the middle field will make their way through. I'll tell you now, you got to watch out. Simo and Nick Fuhrman, side by side. These two are not giving each other a lot of room, and it's Simo on top at the moment, but it looks like the momentum is with Nick Fuhrman. I wonder how these guys have got their strategies and their cars set up. Are they on a dry setup? Or on a wet? Oh, is it going to be a little tap there from Simo? It's Godley's out. Virtual safety car, and nearly Noltebot into the Nick Fuhrman into the back of Simo. Where's the damage? There is a safety car. Full safety car. Even though the game's saying virtual, it's a full safety car because it's on turn 1.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the positioning of it.
It's Rob has received a drive-through penalty for speeding underneath the safety car. That's weird.
That I do wonder if it suddenly switched and the Delta was like. I have had it happen before. The Delta's unforgiving and.
Yeah, and it was quite immediate, wasn't it? The virtual safety car was out for quite a while, and then all of a sudden the safety car I spotted on track straight away, even though the virtual safety car was still cold, and then all of a sudden Rob's ended up with a 10-second penalty.
Yep. I'm just
Strange.
trying to find out what happened to its godly, so if I can.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what Nick Furyman was doing, but he did not lose a lot of momentum. He's still behind Seymour, and he's still within a shout. And we've got a couple of people, Ecoy, Rob, and Big Boris in the pits. I'm guessing that's for wing changes. We'll just check quickly. Yep, that is definitely for Big Boris and Ecoy. And Rob, I'm not sure whether he'll have got rid of that 10-second penalty because you can't under safety car. So he'll still have, as he exits the pits, the 10-second penalty.
Oh, it was 10 seconds, not 5?
Yes, it was 10.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, well, let me just check that. Drive-through. Oh, okay. So you can't save that until after the safety car.
Oh dear. That's mind you, we've got 17 laps, so a lot can happen in those laps. So it's not necessarily completely done his racing, but I was going to say earlier we'll have to start calling Nick Foreman.
And we're going to keep this going, are we?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I think we will, yeah. But Ardaz sitting P1 currently.
Well, with It's Godly out, that means that the McLaren point scoring run comes to an end. Them two were very, very close in the championship. They were very close with equal-ish points. So then that does bring that to an end.
It does, yeah.
Because the McLaren boys have definitely been putting it in the right places, and they've been very close.
Yep.
This has allowed Golf, the safety car, to come back as well after the incident at turn 1. He's sitting in P11 with 16 runners left. We'll get one more lap.
Next lap, won't it? Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's caught up now, so.
Yep.
The next lap.
Ardaz will be the one that gets us underway.
I mean, did we get any intel on when the wet weather's going to end?
No, I saw the race strategy, and the race strategy said it was intermediates all the way through.
Okay.
There's some tipper tap in there with what seems to be an Alpine for Ange Hamid and Ryan Reynolds. I'm not sure whether that's Ryan Reynolds as lag that's just creating that.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think it has, yeah.
Yeah, and kudos at the moment to Lance, who's keeping it nice and clean in P6. He does like these changing conditions.
It does. Yeah, Ryan's car is lagging a fair bit.
Yep. Well, we can report, and we do know this, we can definitely confirm this, that Golf's internet has been restored. With a torrid couple of weeks with using mobile internet, which was hampering his performances and his and his time on track, but it has been resolved.
It has, yeah. He moved house, so he was just waiting for the internet to actually be installed. Yeah,
which is wonderful to see. And Finexi as well had some issues. I think he was having like countrywide issues, or company-wide issues, shall I say. They were really struggling.
Yes.
Now that has been restored as well, I believe. One of those things that now you just can't live without, is it, the internet?
Oh, yeah. Especially, in today's world.
Yeah, as hopefully we're about to get back underway. One of my son's homework was, safety car in this lap, was to try and do a day without modern technology. He lasted probably about an hour, and then failed his homework because he just couldn't do it. And wrote a letter to his teacher saying, "I'm sorry, I can't do this. It's horrible."
Sign of the times, I think.
Yeah. I knew it wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
He gave it a good go. Anyway,
back
to the race in Ardaz. Yeah, is backing up Everybody's underway. He's gone. He's left. Well, Phoenix is with him, but he's left. The other guy's sleeping behind him.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, with getting a 1.2 second gap there already into turn 1. Struggling for traction. A bit of a wiggle on the back end there, and it doesn't look like these tyres are not fired up enough yet.
Exactly. Nick ran wide at turn 1, so Lance has got past him.
Yeah, Phoenix in the background as well, going slightly sideways, but yeah, sticking with him. And can we see Seymour Notable continue out? And to report, Lance has got past Nick Furyman.
He has,
and definitely not. Kaz has got through as well.
Yeah, he's really struggling since the restart.
Yeah, he's just going backwards, isn't he? And we're going to see Melee get through as well.
Yeah, as Rob makes up a position, Ecoy gets past Cole McCabe as well.
Yeah, and we're just seeing as well, defo not Kaz and Nick Furyman still side by side, and off track is Lance in the foreground as well. These guys are keeping it very close, but hopefully keeping it clean between them.
Yep.
That's a wonderful shot that I got there.
Yeah, that camera angle. I think I got the same one.
It's like a half aerial, half not aerial.
Exactly.
And as we look down the back straight, everybody trying to get out of the way of the slipstream.
Does.
Oh, they're very close. Oh, we're going to see some heartbreaking turn into the... Oh, they're very close. Are they going to come out together? Well, they managed to get, I think, Phoenix is just about to move ahead. He does. That was close.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Ardas had a bit of a wiggle there. As Cole's out. Yeah, he's crashed in the final corner.
Last corner. Yeah, we've got yellow flags. I don't think we're going to see a safety car because of the way he is. Yeah, there we go. The car has been cleared, and we've got in the pits. We've got Rob. Yeah, so I wonder if they had to come in together. Is that a wing check? Oh, no, that's his drive-through. Apologies. Yeah. That is to serve his drive-through.
Whether he was anticipating the safety car coming out and just quickly darted in.
Yeah, and Notable has caught up to the front two, and so has Seymour. So this is going to be another four-way battle, just like it was last week.
Yep, obviously Rob quite a way back now, so he'll be hoping that there will be another safety car in this race.
Yeah, and really, really struggling for so any form of momentum is Ryan Reynolds, who's just dropped off the back of Golf by 5 seconds, and he is dragging Big Boris, Mentos, Ecoy, and now a trailing Rob. But the rest of the pack seems to be quite compact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just on board with Ardas at the moment with the trailing. The train that they've got going on here. Phoenixy, Ardas, Notable, and Seymour, and then the rest we've got Lance, Defo Not Kaz, Nick Furyman, and Melee.
The Lance train, yep.
Yeah, and Ange Hamid seems to have sort of dropped away as well from this pack.
Yep, as Kaz looks to get past Lance, he's... Oh, Lance on the inside, keeps the position, does he? No,
he just runs wide, yeah, and we're waiting for the camera to pick them both up, yeah, and we've got to be careful behind because Nick Furyman, Mr. P4, is a bit too far back.
Yeah, as Ryan's lost a few places
there.
He's
the
had
outside.
A spin.
Lance around the outside into turn 1. Can he make it stick? There's yellow flags again. I think there's somebody else out.
Ryan's had a spin at the last corner. So trying to get back underway. He's DNF'd.
Out of the session. I don't think we'll get another safety car because of where the car is positioned.
Yeah, it's far enough away from the corner, off track.
3 drivers out of 17. 14 remain with lap 7 of 20.
Yep.
Nearly halfway. Can the Alpine of Lance fend off an attack from Melee?
Motorboat's close right up with Ardas now. I'm having a flick through.
Again, Lance off track and run wide. Keeps the position. He's going to
have to be careful, isn't he? Might get penalties.
Yeah, as Melee skips over the curb as well. I don't know what track limits are like around here, but he's going to be under attack now as Lance down the main straight.
Pushing their luck. They're skipping over that chicane.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the track limits are like.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But around the outsider, we're going to see some Brave move. No, we're not. I don't know, that camera angle takes a long time to pan around, doesn't it? Fastest lap goes to Ardaz, who's putting the pressure on. For next year, they're within a 10th. And these guys are close. Ardaz, Notable, Finexi, they are really close. And yellow flags in sector 3. It looks like somebody's gone into the wall again. That is Mentos and Rob. No, just Mentos, sorry. Rob was trailing. Nick Fuhrman in the pits. Changed his front wing.
Wing damage, yep.
So that would be why he was struggling.
Yeah, maybe he had some minor damage, and as you say, that's why he was falling back.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no DRS here, so these guys are in a bit of a stalemate when it comes to overtaking. You have to be more braver. The lap times will come down and will sort of come towards you. Are we going to see Seymour make a move on Notable? No, we're not. They're seen as Cole's left the session. No, we're not. We are going to see. Oh, it's Phoenix is struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling there to get the power down. Just could not get a car going.
Absolutely, and bunching up a bit here.
Yeah, as I was saying, you've got to be a bit more braver on the brakes, on the accelerator, but again, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
Exactly, and the front two have used a lot of their ERS. Nodaboat and Simo have almost double the ERS as the front two. Again,
Finexi is just struggling. I don't know whether he's backing them up intentionally to put Ardaz under a bit of pressure from Notable to sort of release him, which I don't know, seems to have worked in the last couple of corners.
As the pack's pretty spread out beyond the front seven, really, as Malay gets past Lance.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did. I think he got back through up the inside there for Malay. Can he make it stick on Lance? Are they going to go side by side? I think Lance has been a bit cautious because he needs to finish this race.
Exactly, yep. And still a long way to go, 11 laps.
Yeah, but he needs to finish. He needs some points and he needs to finish. He's had a torrid time and a torrid start to the season, so definitely needs to finish here.
He has, as Nodaboat and Simo both have high 70s in ERS %, so...
Yeah, as we're seeing, the yellow flags. Is that because of trailing Mentos there? I think he's had an issue because Nick Fuhrman's caught up. Oh, and these guys are glitching all over the show. Finexi, again, struggling, but that is putting Ardaz under pressure from Notable and then Seymour behind him, but it looks like they come out in the same place they were when they went in.
Yep, and I fully expect Nodaboat is going to go for this, I reckon, now. Oh, no, he's using a bit of his ERS, so... I think he's just biding his time.
This is unbelievable. I've never seen 4 drivers in the wet. Are we going to see a move from Seymour around the outside into the last couple of corners? Oh, there's a lock up there from Notable. Massive lock up.
Oh, they're so close. I bet they're loving this. They're either loving it or they got squeaky bum time.
How did Notable not run into the back of Ardaz? Then I will never know with the huge lock up he had.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, another lock-up. Oh, there's a tap there from Seymour. I think that was a bit ambitious.
It was, yeah.
But I think he got away with that. I'm not sure if he had any wing damage there. If it is, it'll be very minor.
And I'm just having a flick through the pack. Malay and Lance have spread out a bit. Yeah, the rest of the cars are pretty much spread out.
Yep.
As apart from the back two, Nick Fuhrman and Mentos, side by side turn 1.
Yeah, we'll jump on board with this because this is interesting. Nick Fuhrman needs to get his way up the grid after having to change the front wing, and he does dispatch Mentos. But Mentos again, no slouch. Must just be struggling in the with the weather.
And they've caught up with Rob, so I think Rob might have had a moment somewhere. Nick right on the back of Rob.
Yep, I'm on board with this at the moment. It's very interesting. As interesting as the 4 up front that are still all within a half a second of each other.
Yeah, on that long straight now.
Yeah, I'm just watching them on the minimap. It's very interesting just to watch on the minimap.
It is, yeah.
We're going to see a move from Notable. He is closing down on Ardaz, under braking. He does. He made a move. We missed it.
Yep, he has.
Oh,
yeah.
the inside. He's made it stick. I think I got back onto him in time, but the momentum is with Ardaz. Can he get around the outside into the first corner? He's got the momentum, under braking. He gives Notable a little jink. But it looks like Notable definitely... I don't know. That seems to be a bit strange on how Ardaz seemed to have the momentum and then just suddenly lose it.
Yeah, he's got less CRS currently as well.
Well, P2, yellow flags in the last corner. That's Mentos.
Oh dear. He's back on the way. Has he lost all?
He has got damage.
Whoa!
Yeah, and Rob and Nick Furyman. Nick Furyman's got past Rob. Are we going to see a wing change for Mentos? Let's just check. I don't think we are. I think it's just purely tyres. They must have been shot.
Yeah. That was a scary moment coming into the pits.
Yeah.
Me.
Seymour around the outside of... Oh, wide.
Oh, yeah.
Wide there from Ardaz.
So...
That's where Lance was struggling there, wasn't he?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Must be struggling to pick the brake in there. Oh, as a skip over the curb for Ardaz trying to gain their position back from Seymour. What's the ERS like on these guys as Melee picks up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting? We did say that somebody was going to get one.
That's right. I'm surprised it's taken this long. I've got to be honest. Just over halfway through the race, because yeah, that chicane is, if you don't get the line right, it's unforgiving.
Oh, Notable! Lost it. Oh, he's lost all them places as well that he made up. He made a great move on Ardaz, and that's just totally undone his hard work.
It has, but still plenty of time to get back into it.
We're lap 12 out of 28 to go, as these 4 guys are just, yeah, as close as you'd like to be.
Oh,
in the
Big
rain.
Boris is out.
Last corner again.
Might be a safety car, possibly.
No, I don't think. I think with the way that is placed, with it being in the last,
it should be okay. Yeah.
Corner, as long as everybody's gone through, I think it just clears them.
Right, fair enough. Okay, yep.
Yeah,
that last corner's really cool. I think all 4 have... No, 3 of the 4 have DNF'd in that place, haven't they?
Yeah. I think it's everybody's struggling to get the break in, as Ardaz has really dropped off. The front 2 at Seymour and Finexi now are battling out. Could we see another person take the lead at the Grand Prix? Oh, Finexi's wide.
Oof.
And that is allowing Seymour to go round the outside. These two do not want to be going side by side into this corner here, as Finexi's wide. Oh, that's close. Over the chicane. I'm not quite sure that was totally legit. I didn't see from an up above angle whether that was, but well, Finexi safe for another day.
Yeah, they still kept a respectful distance from each other, even though, yeah, it's not the best place to go side by side, but they managed to get through there unscathed. So
Seymour's locking up as well now. There seems to be an issue with that last corner. The under heavy braking, everybody's locking up.
Yep. I'm just on board with Lance down in P7 currently.
Yeah, who's just slightly, well, I say slightly, it's losing time to Melee, but Melee does have the 3-second penalty. If he catches half a second, then it's good for a P6.
Yep.
Again, definitely needs to finish this Grand Prix.
Yep.
Yellow flags.
Rob's out.
Last corner.
Caught another one.
It has. Can we see on board with Mentos that car, or is it going to get cleared before? It's going to get cleared before.
Yep, so...
Another one fallen victims. That's 4 out of the 5 people out from the last corner.
Oh. Hey, Harrison, welcome in. Welcome in the chat.
Oh, yes. Not racing today, are we?
No,
on holiday,
he would
I
have
believe.
been in contention. Yes, I think you're right.
On holidays, as Mentos picks up the fastest lap, and Ardaz and Notable switch position as well in the background.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're still side by side. Are they going to go through the chicane together?
Whoa.
No, they're not. Oh,
Contact. There's contact there between them both.
There is.
Oh, there's another boat, yeah.
There is, but do we see them resume where they should? That's lost a lot of time now to the front two. That's just left Seymour and Finexi up in P1 and P2, 5 seconds away now. Finexi's still struggling to get the car power down. Cole, hello. Condolences. I know you're out of the Grand Prix. That last corner seems to be very tricky for everybody on the brake, and I don't know whether you locked up just like everybody else has. 4 out of the 5 retirees from the corner. Harrison will be back racing next week, so that's okay. Only a week without him.
Good stuff. There's no let up with this rain, is there? So I think it's looking like it will go until the end of the race.
Yeah, but what I will say, Harrison, is you won't be back next week because we're on a break next week. So you'll be back in 2 weeks.
True. True.
This is a race. Seymour has dropped Finexi's pulled 1.4 second gap away from Seymour. So whatever he had in reserve is found now. And like you said, this rain is definitely not letting up.
Yep. I mean, I would have I would like to see it dry out a bit towards the end of the race, spice things up a bit. But
yeah, Melee's caught up to the back of Defo Not Cars. I don't know if you noticed that.
I have, yep. Although Melee is the only one with penalties out of the 12 runners, so that's going to be costly for him. It's just the 3 seconds, but that could easily change. But big movers since the start of the race. Melee is the one that's made up the most places, 6 places overall. Mentos has lost the most places, down 6 from where he started. Nick won't be happy where he is, Nick Furyman.
No, Mr.
Although he's right on the back of Golf now, though.
Mr. 4th place will not be happy in P11. Yeah, right at the back, just watching Notabo and Ardaz. So Harrison saying he'll be back next week. Yeah, that's correct. That's the one that we were next week. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cole, yeah, he struggled under brake and misjudged it.
A lot of the drivers. Was Notaboat and Ardaz quite close on track now.
Yeah. Through the twisty left-right, which reminds me of Coulter's left-right with a couple of walls.
Yes. Indeed.
And a massive runoff. I think that's an over-exaggerated runoff. I think you get sideways there from Ardaz. And that does allow Notaboat to get right on the gearbox of that Mercedes. So practically pushing him along. As if we're going to see a move around the outside, under braking. Are we? No, I think it looks like they're going to go into that corner. Oh, tight.
It is.
A nice up the inside move there from Notabout. That's what he wanted.
Yep, and tight behind as well. Bit of contact with Malay and Kaz.
What is the race next week? I'll tell you what, Harrison. I'll bring up the calendar for you. There you go, my friend. There's the calendar for you. Just then is to see if you've forgotten. And then you haven't forgotten. I'll quickly put that up and then I'll quickly get it away. Bearing in mind, next week we're on a break and then the next week after that we hit the track again.
What track is it? I haven't got the stream up. I'm trying to remember. Was it Austria or something?
Spain?
Spain, is it? Right. Okay. Yep. Trying to remember the calendar off the top of my head. There's Ardaz, Notabout.
Yeah, Ardaz, Notabout again into turn 1. Ardaz looking for the switchback. Not quite sure it's worked up for him though.
Yeah, and Malay and Kaz behind. Got pretty close again.
Yeah, Seymour has dropped 1.6 seconds behind Finexi now. I did call it that Finexi would command this, but he hasn't had it all his way. Oh, sideways there from Ardaz. Getting the tail out of that Mercedes. He definitely does not have the rear end of that car hooked up.
Yeah, not settled at all, is it? So...
No. And Melee has dropped off half a second from Definite Kaz as Mentos picks up the fastest lap of the race so far, but will not get the point because he's sitting in P12.
Yep.
I have to say, I'm impressed with Ange, Hamid and Lance. They're P7 and P8 respectively. Oh, there's a massive lock up there from Hardas.
Oh, man.
Only just getting that car stopped before he ran into the back of Notable there. So that, yeah, that could have been close. As a skip
could well have been.
over the chicane.
I think Ecoy won't be happy where he is, P9 currently. He should be further up the field, but yeah, you're right. I think the Alpines are doing okay.
7/8 is good for them. Ancham has had a bit of a tough time as Notable locks up the rear end of that car. Yeah, he's had a bit of a tough time and a tough start, but points on the board is what you need.
Though,
yeah,
in the race so far, like kept out of trouble. I think he is consistent. So
yeah, definitely not Kaz bringing in some points for Alpha as well, which is what Harrison needs for the teammates.
Yeah, as side by side with Malay keeps the position.
There's been a switch up between Nick Furyman and Golf as well.
Yep, there has. Yeah.
I think Melee has got right up to the back of Defo Not Kaz as well, and if I was Defo Not Kaz here, I'd just let Melee go through but not escape. If he's going to be like aggressive, I'd just let him through.
Yeah, they're both on similar ERS currently.
Yep, we're just on board with them at the moment as Seymour has picked up half a second on Phenexi, but then loses to, I don't know, they're very close in the braking them two.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a move around the outside here from Melee? Oh, we are a bit of a tap. But I think that helps him out and drags Defo Not Kaz back to where he needed to be on the track. As into the chicane.
Simo's just outside the 1 second window, so it doesn't get... Oh, well, mind you, it's in rain anyway, but... Yeah, I mean, we're on lap 17, not long to go.
Yeah, yeah, Melee got the, for track limits, yep, 3 seconds. The only other penalty that we saw so far was Rob got a drive through. He's out of the Grand Prix anyway. But.
Indeed. But Phoenix is pulling away a bit from Simo, so...
Yeah, I think he seems to be sitting within the 1 second mark, doesn't it?
Yep, and Simo doesn't have much ERS left, 16%. Phoenix has got almost half of his ERS remaining, so...
Oh, there's a switch. Defo Not Kaz and Melee side by side, and
every lap
jumps back.
At turn 1 there, yeah, back and forth, but...
I think it's the momentum of the track, isn't it? The way that the first corner lays out. You do get quite a nice run out of the last couple of corners into the first corner.
And Nick's catching Ecoy slowly.
Yeah, it's within the second. Like you were saying before, though, the field has spread out quite sort of in groups of twos, aren't they? Yeah.
With the odd dab of one driver on in no man's land.
Yeah, one of them being Lance and the other one being Ange Hamid.
Exactly.
And Golf has lost 5 seconds to Nick Furyman. Not quite sure what's happened there.
As Lance runs wide. But yeah, we've seen quite a few people haven't actually pitted yet.
No, Harrison's saying that there's going to be a lot of after the race penalties. I don't think there is really. I don't think there's been many on-track incidents. A couple of wheel bangings, but nothing malicious.
Which has been, from what we saw.
Yeah, which has been quite a relief to see.
Unless we're misinformed, but...
Yeah, I generally think it's been really clean, and I think that's the weather that's kept it that way. Because it is just a massive risk, isn't it, of cleaning somebody out in the rain, because you're just going to be under pressure. We're going to see into turn 1, Melee around the outside. Is it going to get the cut back into turn 2? He doesn't, again.
See what I mean?
Kaz just shuts the door into turn 2.
It's like Groundhog Day over and over again. As Nick and Ecoy really close at turn 1.
Yeah, I think Nick has got the move done there.
Yes.
Ooh, just about, I don't know. Ecoy's got the inside line. Is he going to get it back? Tighter line. Very close to that wall, but it looks like he's retained P9.
Yeah.
Just.
Ecoy does have much more ERS available, just under 60%. Nick's only got 18, 19%.
Yeah, it's Melee and Definite Kaz under braking. Definite Kaz squeezing Melee. Not close to the wall, but just enough to sort of go, by the way, this is still my corner.
Yeah. You shall not pass.
Yeah, I mean, if that's one way that you're going to do it. Oh, there's a bit of judder in there from Melee. And Ecoy and Nick Furyman again swapping positions.
Yep.
Oh, as we're going to see these two going to chicane together. No, they think better of it.
As we're on lap 19 now, I think
Yeah.
Simo's too far back to catch Finexi unless something happens with Finexi.
Well, we'll jump on board with Finexi as he takes the last trip around the Miami Grand Prix circuit, around this wonderful track with the backdrop of the Miami Dolphins Stadium, which we shall see momentarily. There you go, it's in the background there.
Yep.
And we'll just see how easy is he going to take it in these last couple of corners. Yeah, I agree, Malik. Pretty fair race. I don't think there's been any malicious stuff going on. But again, me and Simi could be totally wrong.
I suppose we should ask the chat who your driver of the day is. As we're on the final lap now, so yeah.
Yes, please. Driver of the day.
Write in the chat, please, who you think the driver of the day was.
Yes, please. Driver of the day. Simi loves counting. Spam the chat with your driver's name of your choice. As around the chicane for the last time for Finexi, keeping it nice, clean and tidy into under the bridge and down the back straight. Hours down the back straight for the final time of the Miami Grand Prix. And we're going to see 2 wins from 2 for Finexi as long as he can keep the car on the track for the last couple of corners. Struggles again with traction as a little wiggle of the rear end. And he's going to cross the line to take the win here at Miami. And second place to Simo, who will extend his championship lead, but only just finishing P3. A great P3 there, notable. And unlucky Ardaz there finishing 4th with Defonat Kaz and Melee are going to round up 5th and 6th there across the line. And then what we will see is the 2 Alpines bringing it home. Double points finish 7th and 8th. And Chamon's a bit further back.
Yeah, he's just completing the lap now.
Harrison saying Kaz.
Yeah, I mean, Kaz did make up 4 places from where he started. P5's a good finish for him. As
Nick Furyman and Ecoy switch positions in the last corner.
I mean, Malay did make up 6 places from where he started. So between Kaz and Malay, but the chat is saying Kaz. So yeah, we'll say Kaz driver of the day. The game says Ecoy, but we'll go with Kaz for driver of the day.
Definitely Kaz the driver of the day. I would have said Finexi because I called it.
Yeah.
But, like you said, the chat has
spoken. Yeah, exactly.
So, second driver of the day is Defo, not Kaz, for a wonderful Grand Prix. So we'll just tell you the grid. Taking 2 from 2 wins so far. Is Finexi taking the win here at Miami with Simo. Just struggled towards the end and just lost grips. Notable and Ardaz finished 3rd and 4th. They were battling out for the top spot, but lost out towards the end with Defo not Kaz, driver of the day, taking P5, and Melee just behind him in P6. The 2 Alpines 7th and 8th with Nick Furyman, Mr. P4 not taking P4, Ecoy and Golf 10th and 11th with Mentos of the last of the runners, with Rob, Big Boris, Ryan, Reynolds, Cole and It's Godly are the DNFs, with 4 out of the 5 DNFs hitting the wall in the last couple of corners.
Yep.
Harrison's saying totally blessed that his teammate got some points. That's what he needed, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I'll just turn this off because I don't need it anymore, and we'll go
do
to
interview, shall we? I mean, we got from next seed Notaboat Khan. I'm just trying to get Simo, see if he's available for a chat. Yeah, good race that. It's a shame, as I said, it's a shame that it was raining all the way through.
It was, but again, it did bring up the mixture of positions there for the boys. Right, so we'll jump into the drivers chat.
Yeah, we'll move down. Yep.
Welcome, guys. You're live. How are you all?
I'm very good.
Bit tired.
Tired and very good. Right, for next year, we'll start off with you. I did have you as the person to look out for. You struggled in your first lap in qualifying with the Ferrari getting in your way of Rob, but you definitely made up for it with your pole position lap. I did call you for a pole. How was that one?
I mean, it was there was a bit of a misunderstanding. You know, Rob overtook me into the final corner on my outlap, so I was just kind of fucked there either way. So, you know, I just had to do a banker. Then on my second lap, I made a mistake, and I had to do a good third lap, and luckily I could.
So with the call of it being wet throughout the race, you knew that you could use all them softs in qualifying with it not drying up. Was the race always due to be wet all the way through? Did you know whether it was going to be full wets or intermediates, or what was the call?
Actually, I thought it was going to start dry, and I was a bit shocked when we went into it, and I actually went with a dry setup as well. I had very low wings, so it was driving a boat out there for 20 laps, and it was not that enjoyable, but oh my god, I managed to defend.
We could see you struggling in the last couple of corners to get the power down, so yeah, we could definitely see that you were running a very low downforce setup, which it does show. The battle that you four had at the beginning of the Grand Prix was interesting. Were you at any time under threat of losing out completely, or was it just waiting to see what the guys were doing?
I think I had it mostly under control. You know, I think the only close call was when me and Simo went side by side into the chicane. There was a bit of a scare there, but I managed to keep it, so I think I did well defending and managing the pace overall.
Now, not to ruin that parade, was that a legitimate overtake? Because it looked, I didn't get a downward shot of it. I got like a behind shot of it. To me, it looked like you're off track, but I don't know, from your angle, was it on track?
I don't think I was off track at all. I mean, the game didn't give me a warning, and it's very strict there on the warnings, so...
I thought it would be. It just, to me, it looked, but I had a really horrible angle, so I wouldn't want to go too wide into that chicane, so that's why I'm sort of questioning it. But, well, all I can say is congratulations on P1. Again, that's 2 out of 2 so far currently, so yeah, it's great feeling there.
Yeah, thanks.
Simo, I mean, it does push your championship race along, but not as much as you'd like it to, really. You had a bit of a struggled qualifying, but the race, I don't know, it's something that didn't quite click, or was it what you were expecting?
I didn't watch I didn't see the weather report, so once I choose the setup at the beginning of qualifying, I straight away choose the dry setup. And then I saw Ardas typing on our Discord that the race was gonna be wet, and yeah, it was a bit scary, of course. Mm-hmm. I didn't aim for pole because I didn't have enough practice. I don't like this track at all, so I was aiming for the race to see what I could have done there, and fortunately, it went really, really well. GG to Fnex. It was a very, very fun battle. We pushed ourselves to the limit all the race, and also GG to Ardas and Toby. It was a very fun race.
Yep.
At any point were you sort of worried of Ardaz and Notable because the four of you were running? Well, at one point you were P4 out of the group of four, and then them two managed to make a mistake and find themselves in third and fourth. Were you at any sort of threat of, again, like I said, for next year, losing out because of your setups, or was it something that you just had to manage?
Yeah, I was waiting for them to make a mistake because I saw them battling all laps and they were always going wide at every turn. So I was just waiting for my chance, and then it happened. Not for P1, but yeah, it was very, very tough out there today. But yeah, we managed to, although they made a mistake, Ardas and Toby, they managed to keep it on track. So well done to everybody.
And then just one last question. You did get a rear end tap from Ardaz. Definitely not malicious. I'm guessing there wasn't any damage.
Oh no, it was just fine.
Yeah.
Just a race contact, so don't worry.
No,
Yeah, we call it a love tap, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We
Yeah.
normally call it a love tap. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, great driving, guys, and well done to Notaboat was P3, wasn't he? So Toby.
Yep. Well, congratulations to the two of you, and obviously to P3 as well. On to next week the break, but then the week after we've got lots of practice ready for Spain, haven't we?
Well, yeah. Are you guys confident with Spain, both of you, or do you like Barcelona?
I mean, I haven't actually raced there on this game at all.
Oh, okay.
I'll have
Interesting.
to be learning at the track as I go, but I basically did that for Miami as well. So
Yes. This mid-season break's come at a good time. Then get some practice in. So, how about you, Simo? You like Barcelona?
Yeah, a lot. It's just a very flowing track, very enjoyable track, as well as they changed the last sector, so I think there will be far more chances down to turn one to overtake, so it's going to be fun.
Excellent. Yeah, really looking forward to that. So we've got that in a couple of weekends' time. Yeah, I'll hand it back to you, AJ.
No, congratulations to both of you, and yeah, we'll see you next time out at Spain. Thank you very much.
Yep. Cheers, guys.
I just wait for Simmy to come down. There we go. That is the end of the Miami Grand Prix. Lance was just chucking in chat saying GG to the rest of them because, again, fantastic race from Lance and the Alpine team there. Some great points on the board.
Honourable mention to Anj Hamid. I think
honestly, yeah,
his first points possibly this season.
Yeah, I'll just quickly check.
Or at least for a while. I don't. I might be wrong, but I think the last few races he might have just finished outside the points.
Yeah, well, both of them were sitting 14th, 15th in the Drivers' Championship, 22 and 15 points respectively. So Anj Hamid does have points on the board, but I think that's the first time in a bit. So yeah, congrats to the both of them. Alpine for me taking the team of the Grand Prix with a good double points finish. So you should be proud of yourself there, boys. So, yeah, don't forget, week's break next week, which was meant to be this week, but we do have some actual racing next week, so don't worry, we're at quarter in the actual Grand Prix, so don't forget to check that out, which will be on Sky Sports or wherever you are in the world on the channel of your choice. Not like I'm promoting Sky Sports F1 or F1 whatsoever, because you should be here watching us. But the week after, you guys definitely want to be here for the Spanish Grand Prix, because that is definitely one to watch out for. And Simo looks like he's going to be the man with the pace, so definitely I'd check that one out. All I can say is thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks to all the guys that have hit the track. Some great performances out there. And yeah, like Lance said, the top 3 or 4 drivers, insane pace. So we're going to keep pushing on for the second half of the season. Thanks, Simi. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here in the commentary box. Week's break and then on to Spain. So we'll see you all very, very soon.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Thank you for that. Take care, mate.